In this video, you'll learn how to create and manage zones in ideCAD architectural to define interior spaces and organize finish information. We'll show you how to place zones in enclosed areas, customize zone settings like name, ID, materials, and display labels, and accurately calculate net and gross areas using plaster settings. You'll also learn how to assign composite materials for detailed finish layer visualization in section views, and how to create and edit those composite materials. Additionally, we'll cover tools like Zone Edge and Zone Hole, which give you control over space definition even in complex layouts. By the end of this video, you'll be able to model, document, and present interior spaces with clarity and precision using zones in ideCAD. We are now moving on to zone drawing. A zone is used to architecturally define a space and associate it with finishing and surface material information. It typically represents enclosed areas, such as rooms. To define a zone within a space, the area must be completely enclosed by elements like walls, columns, or shear walls. When you activate the zone command, a zone symbol appears at the tip of your cursor. As you move the cursor over a fully enclosed area, the system automatically displays a preview of the zone. Once you click on a suitable point, the zone is created within that space. In the zone settings, you can define various properties such as thickness, elevation, color, fill color, and the 3D material to be used. In the Text tab of the zone settings, you can edit the zone's name, ID, and structure ID. This section also allows you to enter commonly used architectural details such as floor, ceiling, and wall finish materials, information often required in professional project documentation. For example, you can manually enter wooden parquet for the floor, paint for the ceiling, and wallpaper for the walls. When you manually input this information into the coding text field, the system will no longer display the default composite material name. If preferred, you can also remove the material label entirely and show only your custom descriptions. From this tab, you can choose which label elements to display, such as the zone name, coding material, area value, and structure ID. One important setting in this dialog is Use plasters for area calculation. When enabled, the system subtracts the thickness of plasters defined on the surrounding walls from the total zone area, providing a more accurate net area calculation. For example, if the net area appears as 10.28 square meters with plaster considered, disabling this option will increase the displayed value, highlighting the difference between gross and net area calculations. You can enable or disable this setting at any time, depending on your project's requirements. The composite materials we introduced at the beginning of the training allow detail labels and finish layers to be displayed automatically in section views. Let's open the settings of the zone we created. In the Settings window, enable the Use Composite Material option. Then, from the Composite Material list, select Wooden Parquet Coating. Let's quickly generate a section through the area where the zone was placed. When you draw a section line across the zone, the system will automatically display the associated finish layers in the section view. For example, if the zone uses a wood parquet coating, the section will show labeled and hatched layers such as cement finish, blanket, and wood parquet, accurately reflecting the composite material definition. These finish layer details are managed through composite materials. When you click the Composite Material command from the Settings tab in the ribbon menu, a list of layered structures will appear. These composite materials can be applied to both walls and zones, depending on your design needs. Previously defined materials, such as wood parquet coating, will appear in this list. From here, you can either edit an existing material or create a new composite material tailored to your project's requirements. Let's define a new composite material step by step. First, click New Material and give it a name. Let's call it New Coating. Next, add the first layer. Name it Layer 1, set the thickness to 2 centimeters, choose any hatch pattern, and assign the color pink. Then, click Add New Layer to define the second layer. Name it Layer 2, Set its thickness to 8 centimeters and choose the color blue. Once these settings are complete, your composite material is successfully created and ready to use. Now, let's apply this material to a zone. Open the zone settings of the zone you created earlier. Enable the Use Composite Material option. Then, select New Coating from the list of available materials and click OK to confirm. Finally, create a new section view through this zone. To avoid deleting the previously created section, click the No button. You'll now see the layers of new coating with their specified names, hatch patterns, thicknesses, and colors automatically displayed in the section view. This improves the visual clarity of your project and leads to more informative, accurate construction drawings, making implementation details easier to understand for all stakeholders involved. If the zone label appears behind other objects on the screen, adjusting its position is very simple. Just select the zone and right-click. From the context menu, choose Move Zone Text. Once the command is active, the system will display a preview of the text, ready to be repositioned. You can then click anywhere on the screen to place the label in a clearer and more visually appropriate location. This method allows you to easily reposition zone text, improving both readability and the overall appearance of your drawing. In the front facade of our project, the area containing 2 windows is modeled as a curtain wall. Because of this, when you attempt to define a zone in that area, the system does not display a preview. As mentioned earlier, a zone can only be created if the area is fully enclosed by bounding elements such as walls, columns, or sheet walls. Since curtain walls do not form a closed structural boundary, the zone cannot be recognized in this case. Curtain wall objects are not considered valid boundaries for zone definition in ideCAD. In such cases, the missing boundaries must be defined manually. To do this, use the Zone Edge command. Simply draw the missing segments, just like drawing a line around the area where the curtain wall is located. Once the boundary is complete, press Escape to exit the command. For the second curtain wall area, follow the same process by using the Zone Edge command to manually define the boundary. You don't need to trace the entire perimeter. Existing walls and columns already serve as valid boundaries. It's sufficient to define only the missing segments to fully enclose the space and allow for proper zone creation. After completing the boundary, activate the Zone command again. This time, the system recognizes the area as fully enclosed and successfully performs the automatic zone creation. The Zone Edge command can be used not only to define missing boundaries, but also to split an existing zone into separate areas. For example, in a villa-style layout, if you want to separate the hall and entrance, you can draw a zone edge within the current zone to divide the space. After the split, you can further organize your layout by editing the name of the existing zone to better reflect its new purpose or function within the space. You can also create new zones for each subarea using the Zone command and assign unique names, for example, naming the newly defined area Entrance. You can also define a hole within a zone, representing elements such as a gallery, vertical shaft, elevator, or any other designated opening. To do this, use the Zone Hole command. Once the command is activated, draw the boundary of the whole area, just like sketching a closed shape. The system will recognize that portion as a hole within the zone, and it will automatically be excluded from the zone's area calculations. Now that the zones have been defined, we're ready to explore how to use hatches to enhance the visual clarity of our drawings. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and explore the knowledge base for more tips. See you in the following video.